Thank you very much. Thank you very much. What we're going to go over is, Lord, all I have is yours. Lord, all I have is yours. Because that is pivotal in our life. We know that Jesus said it like this. He said, anyone that desires to come after me, they must deny themselves first. Pick up the cross and follow me. And what I've learned just over the time of following the Lord is one of the hardest things to adapt to is not doing it your way. That's one of the hardest things, not doing it your way. When you're so used to doing it your way, to allow the Lord, Romans 12, be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. When you allow that process to happen, it is not something that's quick, and I don't know if you know it, but it's painful. It's very painful. And our first passage is going to be Matthew chapter 19, if you have your Bible. It will be on the screen. Matthew chapter 19, and we're going to start at verse 22. If you haven't seen, amen. Amen. Everybody should have said it. It's on the screen. Everybody. And the word says, and behold, a man came up to him saying, Teacher, what good deed must I do to have eternal life? I'm going to stop right there. Right. What good deed must I do to have eternal life? What's wrong with that question? Anybody? It's me. What do I have to do? But look what Jesus said. Jesus said, and he said to him, why do you ask me about what is good? There is only one who is good. If you would enter life, keep the commandments. He said to him, which one? And Jesus said, you shall not murder, you shall not commit adultery, you shall not steal, you shall not bear false witness. Honor your father and mother, and you shall love your neighbor as yourself. Then the young man said to him, all these I kept, so what do I still lack? Now, I could just picture this. I love stories because, I have a good imagination. So I can see, the guy coming to Jesus and he like, look, check this out. I've been watching you. I've been watching everything that you've been doing. And I know that you the answer. But the difference between me and you, Jesus, I got money and you don't. So we're going to do a fair exchange. You just tell me what I have to do to have eternal life, and we're going to see if we can work with something. So Jesus said, okay, well, I just need you to keep commandments. So, I could just picture him, keep the commandments. You must don't know who I am, Jesus. I didn't did that. Which one then? Tell me then, which one are you referring to? So Jesus gave him the list. And he said, oh, man, I've been doing that. But look, though. Verse 21. He said, Jesus said to him, if you would be perfect, go sell what you possess and give to the poor, and you will have treasure in heaven to come. Now, I don't want y'all to mess up your theology when we see the word perfect, because it teaches us. Okay. They teach, I don't want it to mess up your theology, because some people, the first thing that we would say is, well, no one's perfect, so nobody was perfect but Jesus. And that's true. But I want you to understand what this word perfect means. It means perfect of mind and character, one who has reached the proper height of virtue and integrity. So this is to simplify it. Jesus said, if you give all that you have, that will show your maturity. Listen to that. If you lay down your life, that will show your maturity in me. Watch this. Verse 22 says, when the young man heard this, he went away sorrowful, for he had great possessions. There's a few things that we can learn from this passage of scripture from this rich man. Look, Jesus told him to keep the commandments, but in Matthew 5, if you go back, Jesus said, I didn't come to destroy the law or the prophets, but fulfill them. So is that a contradiction? Is that a contradiction that Jesus said in Matthew 5 that I did not come to change it but fulfill it? But then he come right here and he tell a man to keep the commandments? Certainly not. It's not a contradiction. Because what Jesus was showing is, when we can see Jesus establishing the gospel of the kingdom, us being saved by grace rather than being bound by the law. Jesus was establishing the kingdom because he thought that he had to do these list of things, and Jesus said, well, go do that then. And he said, okay, well, look, we'll just give up your possessions. And he's like, oh, I can't do that because it's not, we're saved by grace. Least any man shall boast, but revealing to us all that we produce the fruits of righteousness because we are saved rather than to be saved. I want us to remember that. We produce the seeds of righteousness because we are saved. Not because we are saved. Not because for us to become saved. And why is that though? How is that? Because the flesh desires nothing of the spirit. One said, well, how do you know if you're saved? Because your desire to do what God called you to do is going to compel you. Your flesh not going to want to do nothing. You want me to prove it to you? Tell me any time that when you was about to try to read your Bible, you didn't get sleep. Because your flesh wanted you to go to sleep. Because the flesh, the Bible tells us it like this. The spirit and the flesh, they war against each other. The spirit and the flesh war against each other. So each time that we try to do anything that God has compelled us to do or called us to do, the flesh is going to say, no, don't do that. And the enemy will intensify it. Because the devil knows that this is life-changing right here. I don't care what atheists believe. I don't care what Buddhists believe. I don't care about none of that. Only thing that I know, let me know if y'all can hear me. Only thing that I know is that the enemy knows that faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. The enemy been studying mankind since when?
The beginning.
Since the beginning. I don't know if you know how to do math, but that's thousands of years. So the enemy understands the nature of man more than man knows the nature of man. The enemy knows the nature of God better than man knows the nature of God. Y'all looking at me like, no, I don't understand. Well, I'm going to tell you. The Bible tells us in James, you believe there is a God, you do well. Even the demons believe and tremble. So, the devil knows the realness of God. He knows the realness of Jesus, but he will deceive many atheists and other religions that believe that they're serving a true God. He will deceive them because he knows one thing. If I can have you to believe there is a God, not the God. See, there's a difference. It's a difference between a God and Jehovah God. It's a difference between a Savior and Jesus Christ, the only Savior. When Jesus told a rich ruler to give up his possessions, and he refused to do so, and that revealed his heart. It revealed that the rich ruler didn't truly love Jesus above all, but rather he didn't mind doing things that may work comfortable for him. But willing to give up the things that he cherished the most, his possession, that wasn't part of the deal. So I got a question, and I want all of us just to ponder for 30 seconds. What are you not willing to give up for Jesus? What are you not? I can't tell you that. I can't tell you what you're not willing to give up for Jesus. But you know what the Lord has been dealing with you in your heart with. Whatever it is. People, places, things, whatever it is. Are you willing to give it up for Jesus? Are you willing to say, Lord, all that I have is yours? Does your life reflect a life that says, Lord, all I have is yours? I teach my kids this. You have to live with an open hand. You have to, because if everything that you have, you try to do it like this, how can the Lord bless you? How can he bless you? How? The Bible says if I'm faithful with a little, then he will bless me with many. But we could be making $5 an hour and the Lord says sow into this, and we like, but Lord, though. And he's like, look, I got this $22 for you, but if I give you this, you really going to be, if y'all don't know the term, feeling yourself. You're going to be feeling yourself. So if I can get you to understand this right now, guess what? Then I can take you to that next level. Do you trust God with your resources? If I was to ask you, who is your provider, would you say, oh man, I work at the plant, man. What the plant got to do with being your provider? Who is your provider? Oh, I work on the railroad. I said, who is your provider? See, you have to know that Jehovah Jireh, he's my provider. It don't matter if I don't have a job. Guess what? He's going to provide. I'm telling you from experience. I'm not telling you. This is a true story. And I'm going to make it short. Me and my wife, before the car that I had a Lincoln LS. Long story short, the people we going through a mom and pop stand. My bank tied, they try to beat my insurance money, right? You know, because I did a claim, and they try to tuck my money. So, you know, anybody who know me, I tell them, well, I will sue you. You tripping? You know what I'm saying? So, when I told them that, they came and took my car. So, I come out one morning, you know, I'm on my way to work. I came out. Now, I knew I poked over here or something. I'm all in the sky. I said, what is that? I'm all on the ground. I go upstairs. Like, I felt like that movie, Dudes, where's my car? Where's my car? So I go, call my wife. I said, babe, I ain't on drugs and nothing. I don't smoke no weed. I don't drink, so I know I'm not losing my mind. I'm like, babe, I think somebody stole my car. So she like, well, did you see glass out there? So I'm like, I ain't think about no glass. So I walk back outside. So I'm pacing. I'm like, looking at the time. I'm gonna be late. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't see no glass. So I'm like, all right, well, look, let me call my job and tell them that my car got stolen. So make a long story short, come to find out that people came and took my car, right? So I asked them, well, why did you come take my car? They said, well, anytime something that's mentioned by the lawyer is part of the contract that we can come and repossess the car. So I said, well, I'm about to look and read for myself because that don't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? You know how many people say I'm going to sue you every day? That don't make sense to me. So when I look, make a long story short, they kept my money. So we still trying to get the money even to this day. This was years later. So anyway, my wife, she had a van. Her van went out. So I'm talking about we don't have no cars. None. We don't have none. I'm like, Lord, I don't even know how I'm going to get to work. I don't know how my wife going to get to work. But guess what? The Lord provided. My professor from school said, I have an extra truck. My children, you know, they're in missionary work in Africa. You can use that whenever you want. Another lady who used to go to our church, my wife was talking, she said, oh, I got a van, my son in the military. You can use that. Dang. My little brother said, say, look, you know I got that Mustang out there. You can just keep that to whenever. y'all missing what I'm saying. y'all Amen. This is 3 automobiles that you can use as your access to whenever you want to give it back. That's when the Lord is your provider. See, that's the whole moral of that. That this is the Lord. The Lord said, guess what? See, the enemy took 2, but I'm going to show you that I'm going to, what they say, one up him.
Amen.
That's what the Lord do when you understand that, Lord, you're my provider. Because I didn't know what to do. Only thing that I could do is go before the face of God and say, Lord, I know you know where I'm at. See, so many times people don't understand that struggling comes with the cross. Mm-hmm. See, we think that when I come to Jesus, my life is just going to be, you know, smooth sailing. I might have a little bump here and a little bump there. But you got to understand that the minute you say, Lord, I am yours, you have a bullseye on your back. I don't know if y'all play video games. I don't. But they got the little gun shooting games, and they had the little, you know, the cross thing, and they be trying to kill them and this and that. That's what the enemy does. What the word says, the enemy is out to kill, steal, and destroy. That's his job. That's his resume. So if you have a job, and if you don't have a job, and you send it off resume, what does it say? This is what I am. This is what I do right here. I'm a machine operator. I'm a leader. I'm gonna do this and that. But guess what? That's the enemy resume. He's out to kill, steal, and destroy. So it shouldn't be mind-boggling to you that your life gets in disarray from time to time. Because you do have an enemy. Will you rather have 100% of your income with the hand of God, not on it, or 90% of your income with the blessings of the Lord on it? Many people, when we talk about giving, they say, man, I really can't afford it. And I tell them how my spiritual father told me when I first came to the faith. He said, you can't afford not to, son. Many people will say, well, I just can't afford it. No. If you have the hand of God on 90% of your income, that's far greater than 100% for yourself. Because what backbone do you have when things are not going right? And you say, Lord, what happened? And we're going to continue on in Scripture and see about that. But listen to this. Let me tell you something. This is what the Lord showed me. He said, when you give God all that you have, we are open to receive all that he has. When I give the Lord all that I have, the greatest thing that I can give him is my heart. The Bible said, from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So many people, when I talk to my brothers, I'll be pouring into them and they be speaking defeat. I always tell them, brother, tell the Lord, renew your heart. Because from the abundance of the heart, the mouth is going to speak. When the love of Christ is poured in me, that's all I can speak. If you don't know who Oswald Chambers is, Oswald Chambers has a quote. And I love this quote. And it says, if you give God the right to yourself, he will make a holy experiment out of you. God's experiment always succeeds. So how many know what experiment is? Everybody? Listen, I was book word, though. I see. Experiment is a scientific procedure undertaken to make a discovery, a test a hypothesis, or demonstrate a known fact. So when I read that, I said, Lord, I know that it's something because Oswald Chambers was a mighty man of God. I know it's something in here that you can show me with this. So break this down that we all can see it. So, okay, the first thing it says, if you give God the right to yourself. The Lord says, if we surrender our all to Jesus, the Father will use us as examples and or carbon copies to the world to show that the gospel is alive and active because we are the gospel. How many of us know we are the gospel? I'm going to show you now. Because y'all not convinced. We are the gospel because the gospel is the foreknowledge or the good news of Jesus Christ coming to earth. We just read it earlier. Jesus coming to earth, living, dying, rising, and coming back. Guess what? The promise of the Holy Spirit, we are living full of it. So therefore, the Holy Spirit is the seal that, guess what? You are my children. That everything that was told from Genesis to the book of Acts that we live in, I hope y'all know that Acts didn't end, huh? The book of Acts didn't end. We still live in the book of Acts. We live in it. So therefore, the Holy Spirit is in us and is alive and active. So guess what? We are the gospel. In a culture where most people have been deceived to think that all pastors only want is money. And that's true. They got perversion everywhere. They got perversion in the court system. They got perversion in doctors. I don't know if y'all watch my shows, but Weber's Lies and all these things, and they show doctors killing people. Now my brother over there. He's a good doctor right there. When money is mentioned, most get on the defense or tense up. But we have to search the scriptures for ourselves and see the basic principles of giving in the life of those who believe. Malachi chapter 4. Many people, we know this passage of scripture, but I want us to see the benefits from this passage of scripture. Malachi chapter 4, verses 8 through 12. Malachi chapter 4, verses 8 through 12. And it reads. Let me know what y'all mean. Malachi chapter 4. And it says, will man rob God? That's a good question. Will man rob God? So then it says, yet, you are robbing me, but you say, how have we robbed you? In your tithes and contributions. In your tithes. Will man rob God? How can I rob God? Through your tithes and contributions. And I want you to understand, the tithes were gifts to the Lord that the law required. The tithes supported the priests, the Levites, the widows, the orphans, and the foreigners. So that was the purpose of the tithe. But then verse 9 says, you are cursed with a curse, for you are robbing me, the whole nation of you. Bring the full tithe. Let's read verse 10 together. Everybody, please. Bring the full tithe in the storehouse, that there may be food in my house. Stop right there, stop right there, stop right there. What did that thing say? It said, bring it that it may be food in my house. Then it said, I don't see Pastor Billy's house up there. Yeah. I don't see my house up there. So when we giving tithes and offerings, guess what? It's going to the house of the Lord. It's not coming to our house when you're under a faithful servant. And I understand that if y'all didn't believe that y'all was under a faithful servant, y'all wouldn't be here. That's one thing I know about people. That if we see anything contrary, anything, oh no, I'm about to go. I'm not about to be following him. We all die. Oh no. So we understand that his faithfulness to that, so we know that the scripture is applicable, that the tithe that we give or the giving that we give, because some theologians or some people may follow a doctrine as if, well, tithing is not a New Testament thing. Well, giving is all over the Bible. So it doesn't matter how you try to dress it up. So it said, verse 9, verse 10 now. Verse 10, after the house. And thereby put me to the test, says the Lord of hosts, if I will not open the windows of heaven for you and pour down for you a blessing until there is no more need. The word of the Lord said, test me in this area. I know everybody, certain people, we have things, because one thing that you never want to do, you never want to, okay, I have this part down pat. I'm struggling this part, so I don't want to magnify this part as if, look at me doing this with the Pharisee mindset. That's number one. But I can speak from a personal experience with me and my wife, that tithing has been something that we did since we got saved. And in doing so, I can say I've seen the hand of the Lord continually make provision when we didn't even know how we were going to have. We didn't have the time. We didn't have no food in our house and nothing. I was like, Lord have mercy, Jesus. What is going on? And guess what? My mama called me. I got 4 plates of food over here, some red beans. I said, yeah. You see, because I'm trying to show you that giving is, and as we continue to go on, we have to come from the mindset of giving to the mindset of sowing. See, because as long as we have that mindset of giving, it's as if I'm giving something away. But see, when I come to the mindset of I'm sowing like a farmer, then I know that when I sow in good ground, guess what? What does the Bible say? The Bible says that the farmer waits patiently. He waits patiently because he knows that the harvest shall come. Verse 11. He said, I will rebuke the devourer for you, so that it will be not destroyed, that it will not destroy the fruits of your soil, and your vine in the field shall not fail to bear, says the Lord of hosts. Then all nations will call you blessed, for you will be a land of delight, says the Lord of hosts. So just out this passage of scripture, and if you can, brother, go back to verse 8, when it first started, because I want us to see benefits from giving and or tithing. Just from this text, number one, it pleases the Lord that we are obedient in the area of giving. The Lord don't need our money, but our obedience. That's what pleases the Lord. The Bible says obedience is better than sacrifice. So he don't need our money. We always said that he's walking on streets of gold. So you let fit it out. Tell me your little $100. What the, he don't care about that. He care about your heart saying, you know what, Lord? All that I have is yours. Because the word teaches us that man can't man can't love God and mammon. Or some translations use money. So one can say, well, I don't love money. I just like it a lot. Well, guess what? Liking and loving is the same thing there. Because if you really love, whatever you love, that's what you're going to put your time into. So, because I love money, I'm working 20 hours a week. 20 hours a day. Because I love money, because see, that's our culture. Our culture said that, guess what? Your value is based on your income. But we have to know that my value is based on the finished work of Jesus. Right. That's my value, because anything that this world has to offer, guess what? I can't take it with me. I can't take it with me. And I tell you this here, if you ever go to a funeral and you see a U-Haul and they bring this stuff with them, put that on Snapchat, because I got to see that. I got to see that. I don't have a Snapchat, by the way. The law was just convicting me. How you going to see it? All right, Lord, I'm lying. I can't see it. I ain't got no Snapchat. I ain't got it. Number 2. Our giving and tithing doesn't just provide lights, AC, or etc., but it helps those who are in need, whether local or worldwide, when we give tithe or sow into the mission fund. The Lord also promises to bless us abundantly. For us who are going on the missionary trip to Guatemala. Guatemala. Yeah, for us who are going on a mission trip, we understand that the Lord had gave provision for that. And it's part of our sowing, and it's part of others sowing that these things are possible. And I think Jared remember the date, but they're going to be having, I forgot the date, but we're going to have barbecue, garage sale. This Saturday. This Saturday. So y'all can come and support that also. That's part of the gift. To help others do something that's greater than yourself. Because each seed that you sown, guess what? It's not just for those, it's not just for you, but it's for those that they're going to affect. The Lord also promises to rebuke the devourer for our sake in verse 11. He said, I will rebuke the devourer for your sake, that he will not destroy the fruits of your soil. So how does this look? I have a question. What is greater than the hand of God?
Both hands.
Both his hands, huh? One and two hands better than one. You like combo meals, I can tell. You like combo meals. Nothing is greater than the hand of God. When the hand of God is on your finances, you will be wondering how the Lord multiplied your 2 fish and 5 loaves to feed 5,000 plus people. I know we all been there to the point where we like, Lord, I don't even know how this money fresh like this. And I know we all didn't have, especially us men. I know you didn't came and you probably about to wash the clothes or something, and you was digging in your pocket or something, and then you found like $10. You like, man, I found $10. I know you did. If you didn't, you need to start sewing for real. Because I know I have. And I'll be looking to see if my wife right there, because she'll be like, that's my $10. $10 in my pocket. I ain't sure. Yeah.
You got married, but yours is hers.
Hey, don't say that too loud. Those who are lost, family, friends, co-workers, etc., will know that you're not making that much money, but are wondering how you are steady moving forward, steady progressing, and prospering off the income that you get. They will know that the hand of the Lord is on you, and they will glorify your Father, magnify Jesus, and call you blessed. Verse 12. Verse 12 says that, then all nations will call you blessed, for you will be in the land of delight, says the Lord of hosts. So these are benefits from tithing that God said that I will bless you. That he said, I will rebuke the devourer for your sake. That I will keep it. Ain't nothing greater than having the hand of God on your finances. And I want us to see the covenant that God made with Noah. In Genesis 8 verses 20 and 22. And this is important because even though that this was in the natural, this was the natural seed time and sowing, but what's in the natural goes for the spirit as well. Listen to me. Then Noah built an altar to the Lord and took some of every clean animal and some of every clean burnt offerings on the altar. And when the Lord smelled a pleasing aroma, the Lord said in his heart, I will never again curse the ground because of man. For the intention of man's heart is evil from his youth. You heard that? That the intention of man's heart is evil from his youth. So I don't know for y'all who think that y'all have the best children in the world. Right here. And he says, neither will I ever again strike down every living creature as I have done, while the earth remains, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night shall not cease. Somebody say seed time.
Seed time.
And harvest. Seed time. And harvest. Y'all see it?
No.
Seed time and harvest is just not a physical thing, but it's a spiritual thing. It is the act of what you sow, you shall reap. Some people say karma. That's what the New Age people will tell you. It's karma. It's negative energy over here, and then it bounces back like a... Seed time and harvest. But I pray that the Lord will change our perspective of giving. Change it from something that I'm giving away to something I'm sowing. Anything that's sown on good ground shall produce a harvest. Jesus gave a parable of a sowing a seed, and the seed reflected the word of God. But when it was sown in good ground, some produce harvest, 30, 60, 100-fold. One thing I want us to understand, this is not a prosperity message, please. Side note to that right there. It's not a prosperity message about my own shop. And I'm going to repeat that one more time. Galatians 6:6-9. Galatians 6:6-9. And I know we all know this passage of scripture, but I want us to see because it is important. Somebody say, Lord. Lord. We're going to try that one more time. Lord. Lord. All that I have, is yours.
Is yours.
And I hope we say that from our heart. Lord, all that I have is yours. Look what verse